Hiya. Well, I haven't done a live video for absolutely ages, but I felt drawn to do this one tonight. Most of my posting I've been doing on my Angelic Harmony Therapy page, but I thought I'd do this live video because of a couple of things, really. So, firstly, I'm back in the UK now after spending I think it was 9 weeks in Medjugorje in Bosnia-Herzegovina, and having quite an interesting time whilst I was there. Let's say that. Hi to everyone that's watching and liking and commenting. I'm going to keep going and speaking, but I will answer you. So if you've got any questions, please comment and I will get back to you later with a message. So Medjugorje was really interesting because the energy was amazing. I really learned a lot about myself. I I got challenged. I was faced with a lot of fear, and none of this fear and none of these challenges came from the local Croatian and Bosnian community. They came from the English-speaking community. I didn't fit into their box, shall we say, and I suffered a lot of rejection, but it actually made me stronger. So I want to start doing from the 1st of February. I decided the dates with my mum today because we were sitting, so I'm staying with my mum in Essex at the moment, and we were meditating together this morning, and then we took some prayer cards. They're Tosha Silver cards. I'll get them another time and show everybody, but they're awesome. And her card was about abundance and not believing in deserving of abundance. So I have this belief that to change a pattern, to change a way of being, to change a belief, it takes minimum of 40 days practicing something. So I thought, right, okay, Mum, me and you, let's do this 40-day challenge together. We're going to every day do some self-love work, some meditation, some mantra, listening to the music that myself and Marcus have created, and then we're going to write some gratitude notes down. But the important thing is surrendering and knowing that we create from our own reality and create from our subconscious. So we want to feed our subconscious with self-love, self-acceptance, and allow ourselves to receive the abundance that's coming our way. Now, abundance doesn't always come straight away with financial abundance. It can come in other ways. So whilst in Medjugorje, for those of you who don't know, it's a pilgrimage place, and Mother Mary appeared to 5 children in the 80s, and these children are now in their 50s, and she still appears to them. And one in particular, Mariana, she appears to her on the 2nd of every month. Now, anyone can go along and sort of stand on the outskirts, as it were, but there's only a few people that make it into this little secluded area. Mariana, the visionary, being one, some musicians, and the crew that are taking pictures and filming. So I never thought in a million years that I would get anywhere near that spot. And in the summer, the Italians camp out all night long to get as close as they can to the barricades so that they can see Mariana walking through and be as close as they can to Mother Mary. So I went to one in November, 2nd of November, and I got a lift there by Svanemir, whose B&B I was staying in. And I was quite a way back. I couldn't see anything that was going on, but I felt a really, really intense heat in my heart. And at first I thought, oh, is this like a hot flush? I've never had a hot flush, but I thought maybe this is the start of hot flushes. But the heat just went across my chest and down into my abdomen. So, and then it happened again at 2 other visionary places, but they weren't outside. And then I just sort of thought, wow, there's something going on here. This is a real blessing. But I was really still having my confidence knocked, because everywhere I went, if anyone heard me speaking English, and they were speaking English, whether they were Canadian, Irish, English, American, they would want to talk to me, and then they'd soon realise that I wasn't one of them. I wasn't a Catholic, so they, it would be clueless. Whatever they were saying to me, I didn't always understand what they were talking about. And then, the truth came out that I was a Mary mystic, I guess, because I've had this connection with Mother Mary now for 11 years. 11 years, Mother Mary came to me in a dream, put her hand on my heart. I woke up and I could still feel her. So that was definitely one of my blessings, and has brought me many abundant blessings, much inspiration for my music, and a sense of purpose, I guess. So anyway, back to my story. I would I got quite a bit of rejection while I was out there, including a priest who heard me sing and loved my music, and invited me over to Canada to sing. But then coming and obviously searching me on Google and finding out that I'm channeling music and I'm channeling messages, that I was automatically classed as New Age. And the invite to Canada was pulled away, which was fine, because obviously I'm not meant to go there and sing in those circumstances. So I had to dig really, really deep to get a sense of what is going on here. So I prayed to Mary and asked her for guidance, and said, you brought me here, which she did. And if you want me here, and you wanted me here, why do you want me? Give me a sign that you want me to continue doing what I'm doing, singing songs, channeling, sharing, working with the angels, working with you. Please give me a sign. I need to know that I'm not mad or crazy. And then I also went to the graveside of a priest, and this particular priest, apparently people were getting healings and miracles happening from praying to the priest and asking for him to intercede for them. So I thought, he's going to see a higher perspective from heaven. He's going to know it's okay that I'm me and I'm not Catholic, and I'm going to pray to this priest. So I did, and I just asked him for healing, because he was a psychologist. So I asked him for any healing that I needed on my emotions and on my confidence and self-worth. And then I just released it all, and I totally let go of everything. And it was coming up to the 2nd of December. So I asked Svanemir if he would take me once again to the apparition site early in the morning to see how close I could get. I had no idea how close I would end up and what would happen. So on the way, on the drive, there was an elderly lady thumbing a lift. And Svanemir stopped for her, and she got in the car, and it turned out she was the sister of the priest. So I'm like, wow, thank you, Father. And then she literally took me. I was literally sitting about that far away from where Mary appears to the visionary, and I was literally, I'm no good with feet, but I don't know, about 3 feet away opposite the visionary, Mariana, and I was sitting next to the musicians. So I sang with the musicians and prayed the rosary, and I could feel the energy and the vibrations intensifying. And then Mary appeared. I didn't see her, let's get that straight. I'm not a visionary, but I felt her, and I felt her so strongly. And it was a complete and utter confirmation that I was on the right path. For me, that was the most abundant blessing I could have been given at the time. You know, it meant more to me than being given £1 million. And I swear I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You know, being in that place so close to when Mary appears, and opposite, seeing Mariana's face when she sees Mother Mary, I was on a high. Wow, that was the 2nd December. I was still on a high on Christmas Day. And the only thing that brought me down from that high was having a couple of glasses of pink gin. That brought my vibration down. And I've realised now that I'm intolerant to alcohol. I can no longer drink alcohol. But the moral of this story is, I prayed, I meditated, I sang, and I surrendered. So, and I also journaled. So this is a new journal that I'm going to be using for the 40-day connection with the angels of abundance, creator above, creator within. So I believe, and if you don't believe this is absolutely fine, because everyone can do it in their own way and take from it what you can, and disregard what doesn't make sense to you. So I believe that we have a creative angelic self and a destructive, I don't want to say demonic self, but a destructive sort of like elf self. a bit like Harry Potter, the house elf. The house elf lives in our head, and the more negativity we feed that aspect of us, the more we attract things that are going to keep us trapped, like the house elf. I can't remember his name now. I'll have to watch Harry Potter to find out. If anyone knows it, please write it down. Or we can feed the creative angelic self. Now that creative self, the angelic self, is connected with creator, God, divine, beloved, universe, whatever you want to call it is fine by me. At the end of the day, it's energy. I'm energy, you're energy. We can feed ourselves with good energy, high vibes, or we can feed ourselves with low vibes, low energy. The choice is ours, you know. What do we want to feed? Do we want to feed the angel or the demon, the creator or the destroyer? So what I'm going to suggest is I'm going to be creating 40 videos, one each day. You really do need to start them and finish them in a 40-day period. I'm going to start them out on the 1st of February, and they're going to finish randomly. It's coincided with my birthday on the 11th of March. So because it's leap year this year. So I suggest get yourself a nice book. Now I've got this green glitzy one because green for me is a sign of abundance, as is gold. And anything that's shimmery and glittery, you know, that's also a sign of abundance for me. And you can start by writing something in your, I'm actually going to write something myself and share it with you for the 1st of February. And it's like you can write yourself a little sort of dedication. You know, I am allowing myself now from this day, the 1st of February 2020, I am stepping into my creative self, and I am allowing the divine design of my life to manifest. Health, wealth, happiness, abundance, love, self-expression. So what's at the root of receiving the abundance is self-love. So that's something we'll also be working on within the 40 days. I don't know whether I should call it a 40-day abundance challenge or a 40-day abundance and self-love diet or plan. Anyone's got any ideas, please let me know, because my creative self hasn't come up with a really groovy title yet. So yeah, we'll see what I eventually give the title, what the title's going to be. There may well be some messages coming through on these videos as well, I don't know. Then there will definitely be some mantras. So I'm going to leave you with a mantra. Creator within, creator above, I surrender to you and open to love. Creator within, creator above, I surrender to you and open to love. So that's a little mantra that you could be working on between now and the 4th of February. Excuse me. And what you can also do is, well, 1, share the video, would be really nice. 2, you can also go over to angelichaharmonytherapy.com. That's my website. And you can sign up for my emails and meditations, and you get a freebie as well sent to you. I'm also on YouTube. This normally happens when spirit wants to come through, so I think I might have to let spirit through. Okay. That's actually Mary Magdalene coming forwards. Mary Magdalene. Although I do work with Mother Mary and the angelic realms, Mary Magdalene has stepped forward with a message, because actually it just so happens that the orb that I had to show you, the healing portal card that I'm in the process of making, that's her one. And it's called, the song title is called Avatar. Avatar. And it's also on my YouTube channel, the Angelic Harmony channel, as opposed to the Seraphis channel, as Mary Magdalene's healing codes. So she's asking me to share that song with you. The song is called Avatar, and it's on our first album, The Mystical. If anybody wants a link to the Seraphisa music website, I can give you the link. You can also hear it on Spotify, and literally it's on every platform you can think of. Yeah, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube. If anyone can think of anywhere else we should put it, let me know and I'll tell Marcus. So that was the message. That was why I was coughing. Often that happens with me if I'm not letting or allowing or tuning in enough, then they make me cough. So I shall do as Mary Magdalene says, and I shall share a link to the song Avatar. I'll do it from the YouTube. And if you love it and you want it and you want the CD, then it's seraphisamusic.com. So I really, really hope that you can join me on these 40 days starting on the 1st of February. I'm going to try and put the videos on Angelic Harmony Therapy page, on my website, blog and YouTube, and probably share it on my profile as well. But I would suggest that you make sure you're signed up to the YouTube and sign up to the bell so that you get notified when I put the video on, and also the Facebook page as well, and of course the website, because I will definitely put them on the vlog on angelichaharmonytherapy.com. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Sorry if I've gone on and on a bit too much, but I haven't done a live for ages. So I don't know if you can see on the wall there is Archangel Michael, and I also have here, not only do I have the orb that I showed you, the portal ray, but I have look at that, Goddess of Abundance, Lakshmi. She's one of my favourite Indian goddesses, Hindu goddesses. As I said, pick and mix. Those of you that remember pick and mix, sweeties, that's what I'm like. I'll have a bit of this. I like mantras. I've worked with the saints. I do novenas. I take a bit of this and a bit of that wherever. I do yoga. I want to unify and let's everybody get on, no matter what your belief system is. At the end of the day, we all need to be coming from a place of love and unity. So that's sort of like what I want to do. And also, if anybody knows, would like to host a peace concert, I'm starting to do peace concerts. I've got one planned for Ireland, raising money for charity. I've got one planned in Denmark. I've got one planned in the Azores. So if there's anybody in England or anywhere else that would like to host one and to raise money for charity at the same time, please do get in contact, because we've got 52 tracks and obviously Angelic Harmony Therapy will be woven into the peace concerts and meditations. So enough talking. Mwah. Lots of love. Bye.